What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PS Pony podcast, where once a week, every week, me and my best friend Ron get together to bring you your weekly dose of video game news. Of course, with a strong lean towards PlayStation. Ron, how you doing, man?
Good, man. I finished Squid Game over the weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I binged the crap out of that show.
Yeah, I finished it yesterday.
Honestly, is in my top 5 Netflix shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Top 5?
Netflix originals.
Didn't love the ending.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think the ending kind of needed to happen.
You think?
Yeah. I think they're just gonna making my boy into some like John Wick Saw.
Is it gonna be a season 2? Do you know?
After that ending, absolutely.
You think?
If broadband providers in Korea are suing Netflix because of how popular the show is, yeah, it's gonna be a season 2.
That's fair.
It's on track to be the best show that's ever been on Netflix.
Oh, really?
In terms of view count.
That's crazy.
Yeah, globally.
What has it right now?
What has it? I actually don't know. I'll look that up for you. But yeah, probably in terms of maybe shows, maybe The Office. But I don't know if that would count.
They probably only track like original content like publicly, I would think.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Bridgerton season 1, 625 million hours.
Bridgerton, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. But then you have 13 Reasons Why. And then Money Heist, Stranger Things season 3, The Witcher season 1, which is actually really good. I didn't know The Witcher was that high.
Yeah.
And then 13 Reasons Why season 2, and then season 1. You season 2. That's good. Yeah.
Cool.
But I'm hoping for big things. I like the ending. I'm just imagining this being like a Saw kind of series, Saw series, John Wick series.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know. I just felt the ending where it was like very hollow, because I wasn't anticipating a second season. Just because like I feel like, he's like,
I didn't know if there would be until the ending happened.
Yeah, but like when he's in there, he's like, oh, like, spoilers by the way for Squid Game.
You skip ahead like 5 minutes.
Yeah. It just felt like so hollow. He was in the game and he was like talking to the girl. He's like, oh, if I get out of here, I'm gonna be a better father to my daughter, and blah 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 blah, and all this stuff. And then like they promised each other they take care of their kids. It took him who knows how long to actually go get her brother out of the orphanage.
She gave no context on where this kid is, and even less context on how to get her mother out of North Korea. She's not dead.
Is she? I don't think that's what he's going for.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying, I don't think she brought up North Korea to him, maybe, but she brought it up to the one girl.
Yeah.
When they were playing marbles.
Yeah.
But even if she told him about her mom about North Korea, how the hell does he go about that? Absolutely no way of going about it. Because I doubt that kid knows anything. The little brother.
No. I mean, it might just be like kind of like not common knowledge, but like.
Yeah. But
like I'm sure like if you're in like. I'm sure, like, if you live in Mexico, you probably have a pretty good idea of how to, like, find people to get you across the border. You know what I mean?
But North Korea, my guy,
yeah.
If you go to the wrong spots, you're screwed and you're sent back.
You're right.
Actually, I mean, most people who are sent back are imprisoned for the rest of their life anyway, and their families. So,
yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. There's a good chance she's dead anyway.
That's fair. Yeah. But no, yeah, so, like, he like, kind of didn't do that, and then he didn't do anything for his daughter, and like he just kind of like let himself be sad.
Well, he gave himself the mother of his friend and the kid like $1.5 million.
Yeah, I think he gave her half.
Yeah, whatever could fit in that. There's no way half that money was in that briefcase.
That's fair.
That giant piggy bank? No shot.
Yeah,
I think he just found the biggest briefcase he could get and stacked it.
I mean, maybe there's a card in the bottom, like a money card. You know, maybe he just wanted to flex with the briefcase.
Maybe. But no, they're set up for life. I mean, he did all he really could do for them.
No, right. I mean, like in the
beginning.
Thing,
yeah, it was dumb. But.
Yeah, and then like I don't know, like turning his back on his daughter, like that's kind of like.
I think he just values this more now.
I guess, yeah.
I think if the man said get on the plane, then he wouldn't have done it. You know, he would have just went on the plane.
Well, like that, I think this is like the thing that like really sticks with me. Like for it, like he's like, why would you do this? This is horrible. But like everybody who came, like they all came back. Like they chose to go back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like that's like the one I don't know if that's like a plot hole, but like that's like the one like hole in the whole thing where I'm like, well, it sucks. This is absolutely horrible, but you all willingly said, yeah, this is what we want to do.
Right. It's still murder and observed.
No, you're absolutely right.
Rich people.
You're absolutely correct. Like, I agree with you.
Yeah. It's because, well, it's horrible because these people, if no matter where they go, they're dead anyway. So in their minds, they're just going to try. But instead of having all that money and just helping people like a charity, or they know these people have terrible lives and they're going to die and they're going to sell their organs, instead of just helping them with that, then they're just going to let them kill each other.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, all right. New lenses.
Did you have a favorite? All right. If you skipped ahead 5 minutes and you're still here, keep going. Did you have a favorite game that they had to play?
A favorite game?
Squid Game, Glass Game, Red Light, Green Light, the Honey Game, and Marbles. Yeah, that we had.
There was one in between that though, wasn't there?
They had to kill each other. They were given an egg, and they had to eat, and then they were starving.
Yeah, wasn't there one before that though? No,
because there was a whole before which one? The Honey, because there was a whole episode on them coming back.
No. After the honey, but before the
egg.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Not the egg. The what was after the egg? The marbles? Marbles wasn't after the egg, was it?
No, there definitely was something else then.
It was Tug of War. It was Tug of War.
Tug of War.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Is that your favorite?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't really know. I think the whole marbles one was just so like.
Oh. Marbles, I was down in the club.
Jeez.
I was crying at Marbles.
Like I was talking to Elise.
Was she watching with you or?
Nah, I watched it yesterday.
Oh, okay. You just watched it all yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm done. I finished Clickbait as well. So.
Clickbait?
Woot, yeah.
That was Clickbait.
It's on Netflix. It's about
documentary?
Like no. It's like this guy gets abducted, and then like his family sees he's online. He's holding these signs saying like I abused women and like I killed a woman. And like once it hits like 5,000 or 5 million views, like they're gonna kill him. But the more you watch it, the more shit you find out. Like that, it just keeps going and going. So
interesting.
Yeah. Netflix. Huh. Yeah. Really cool. Recommend it for sure.
Well, we have some gaming news.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Mine's Marbles, but that's why.
Marbles. That was a phenomenal. Ali, man.
Stupid way to go.
Yeah. Such a pure soul, man.
Stupid
Song Woo was just that guy.
Some type of guy.
That guy. The glass at the end. That's like where I'm like, what? Really, dude? Mm-hmm. You got to do it that way. Granted, I don't think that guy was probably going to survive the Squid Game, if I'm being honest. No. But which wasn't even like a game in the end. It was just like a death match.
Well, it's the most violent kids game. Get across by any means possible.
I get it, but geez, yeah. Anyway, gaming news.
Bluepoint acquired by PlayStation, finally confirmed.
Yeah. It's honestly not a surprise, and I'm surprised this hasn't happened sooner. If for anyone who is unfamiliar with Bluepoint games, you might know them if you've played the Uncharted collection, the remake for the PS4 of Shadow of Colossus, or more recently, the Demon Souls for the PS5, which I'm hearing has amazing reviews. So
it got leaked months ago whenever Housemarque was acquired.
Yeah,
but there's just a lot of stuff that goes behind buying an entire company.
Oh yeah.
But apparently, Zach, they're working on their new IP.
Yes.
It's not a remake.
No. So therefore, I would hope not. I would be like. I'd be really upset, like, if I saw Sony buy them and then it's a remake of something. You know what I mean? Like, they've done amazing work on what they've done so far, but, like, I think that they've proven themselves that they can at least take what they're given and make something new. I think they can make something just completely new on their own. So I'm really excited to see how this works. And honestly, Ron, I don't know if you saw this, but I saw on Reddit today that someone tweeted out and said like one of my sources with Sony has confirmed that Sly Cooper is going to make a return. I just saw that
before he came over.
Yeah. So
that's just some dude on the internet to me.
You're right.
I know any form of a remake or a new game is coming. I just don't believe anybody right now until I see a trailer.
Exactly. Yeah. So but yeah, so maybe it's that. That'd be pretty cool. But also, I feel like after Demon's Souls, it's like a whole shift. Yeah.
Maybe a really weird direction to go in.
Yeah. But congratulations to Bluepoint. Welcome to the family. You'll get your free t-shirt and your coffee mug in the mail.
And your PS Plus subscription.
Speaking of PS Plus, Ron, we got some new games for the PS Plus this month of October, the Pink Week.
Pink month.
Well, well, times 4,
Sure, Pink Week times 4.
Turns out everybody, we were correct about the leaked rumored games of last week. Hell Let Loose for the PS5. For the PS4, we have Mortal Kombat X, not to be confused with Mortal Kombat XL. And for also the PS4, we have 2K21 PGA.
I mean, you love your golf games, so
I'm a big fan of golf. The real golf games aren't like my big thing. It's more like the cartoony, like fun, But yeah. So Mortal Kombat, if you don't know, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
It's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Hell Let Loose is like the newest kind of thing that I'm just completely unfamiliar with. And it is a World War II inspired multiplayer title that splices epic 100-player battles with a unique resource-based RTS-inspired meta game where commanders direct the flow of battle and coordinate. Is there a hyphen in coordinate? Typically
co-coordinate.
It just says coordinate.
That's just it then. That's not how you spell coordinate.
I didn't think it was either.
Yeah, coordinates without a hyphen.
Oh well. Powerful in-game abilities that influence the team's march to victory. So yeah, sounds cool. Maybe I'll pop in, check it out. But
I'll download it for 5 minutes.
Yeah. But that is what is coming to the PlayStation Plus. If you are a PS Plus subscriber, which if you're listening to this podcast, I would have to imagine you are, highly recommend getting those free games, even if they turn out to be poopy.
So close. But if you are a member of PS Plus in the UK and you have a PS5, welcome to the family again, because you are one of the 1 million UK residents that have purchased a PS5.
Yeah.
Just dropped. So, and I'm obviously the biggest sales are in the US, and they're still the rest of Europe, Japan, Australia, everywhere else too. But that's pretty awesome. But since it's sold 1 million in the UK, it is now the fastest selling PlayStation so far in the UK. It beat the PS4 by a few weeks. So
that's crazy. Think about how much it would have beat it if it was available.
A lot, man. I get it would have smashed records, or it would have finished it sooner than the curve would have just happened sooner.
But,
like hype but the hype, because of the lack of consoles, is keeping that.
That's an interesting way to look at it. Yeah,
because the arc is still at the all-time high. Everyone wants the console.
That's fair.
We just don't hear about it as much because we have it. If we didn't have it, we'd be like, God, give me the fucking thing.
That's true. Yeah. It's always it always throws me off whenever I see people on the Reddit asking maintenance questions, things like that about the PS4, and it's so easy to forget up here in our fancy dancy ivory tower.
Yeah, and I feel like the slowness of these consoles coming out is going to benefit Microsoft and PlayStation in the long run. It just really sucks right now.
Yeah.
Just because hype is just so up constantly. So they're just going to keep selling out for the next year. Series X and PS5. Series S is more readily available.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but it takes a little while longer for it to sell out. But
yeah.
still, nice ass console. I'd probably end up snagging a Series S at some point.
Really?
Game Pass machine.
It's fair, but if it comes to Switch,
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it anytime soon.
PC though.
Before I would buy a Series S.
Might as well just kick in the extra money, get that PC, dog.
It's only $300.
You know,
it'll be on sale for $200 in a few years. Like, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just stream the games. I don't need 4K that much. But yeah, so that's really, really good news, which is pretty awesome. So get those numbers up.
Yeah, dude, let's go. Pump them up.
Because assuming since they hit 10 million PS5 sold a few months ago, I think the best guess right now is at least around 13 or 14 million total sold. So let's go. We'll probably hear more in Sony's Q4 earnings in, I forget when it is.
Is it end of July?
Well, Q4 is this season, so October and November are like the big times for Q4 earnings.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, Q3. You're right. It'll be their Q3 earnings, and then end of the year next year, I'll be like, hey, here's what we made in Q4.
Gotcha.
But some companies do it differently.
Yeah.
They'll be like, here's Q3 and 4. Here's our fiscal year. I don't know what Sony does.
Yeah, because, why can't it just,
why can't
be
it
off the calendar that we all
so
use,
annoying. I'll be building events for clients, and when I first started with work, it confused the hell out of me because one of them, it was 2020 when I started, but it was like, here's our Q3 fiscal year 2021. I'm like, sir, this is 2020. Like, you mistyped this completely. And my boss is like, oh, no, that's just how it is. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, fiscal years are weird. They annoy me.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Huge sidebar.
Yeah, so that's what's going on in the UK. So, all 5 people in the UK have 1 million PS4s.
All 5 people.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But they're all in the Queen's Palace.
True.
Everyone in Parliament got one.
So Zach, in other news, it turns out that God of War may have actually come out this year. Were we more well informed? Because originally they said, "Oh, it's coming out 2021." You and I shook our heads saying no.
No,
but maybe it would have.
No way.
Yeah. Down to this latest release of information by Christopher Judge, who voice acts Kratos in God of War 2018. He started a thread, which, by the way, Christopher Judge, if you're listening, I love you.
Great man. Come on the podcast. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, please come on the podcast. But in the benefit of us and all other journalists, please type a thread. There's so many tabs, and I love you. So when I'm pausing, it's just because I'm swapping over. But Christopher Judge tweeted this on September 30th at 12:30 in the morning, which I don't know where it was when he typed this, but that's where it was for me. 100% my feels right now. I need to be forthcoming. This has been approved by no one. To the beloved fandom, Ragnarok was delayed because of me. August 2019, I couldn't walk, had to have back surgery, both hips replaced, and knee surgery. They waited for me to rehab. No threats, no, quote, who do you think you are, end quote. Nothing but love and support. And Sony Santa Monica has never said a word about the delay and what caused it. Studios are assholes, but this company, from top to bottom, should give us hope. What they did for the crew is way more that I can't talk about. But I've said to all involved, it's not the class. He writes right here, it's not the classiest thing that he's ever seen, but he fixed the tweet later and said, I mistyped. So it is the classiest thing he's ever heard about in this business. Everyone involved in the God of War franchise puts their hearts and souls in every game you see. I want to thank everyone that's allowed me to play and laugh and love and cry without judgment, but with unconditional support and love in this thing of all of ours, and a whole bunch of heart emojis. So it's good to know. I mean, I hope he's doing better. It's always nice to kind of have an idea of what these people are actually going through.
Yeah,
because,
man.
Hey, they're still human beings. Wow.
Yeah,
so
dude.
Think about that before you start tweeting people. F-U, K-Y-S, my game got delayed.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about.
That's a mass. That's just a mess of surgery. I hope that wasn't due to some accident or anything tragic.
Sure.
I mean,
my pap and uncle have been.
Well, how old is he? I thought he was maybe 45.
I would assume 50s.
Yeah, 50 still. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but when you're putting your body through a lot of, so he's 56. He's around that age that is your body can.
I guess. Did he lift or anything? I believe that.
He's a big man.
He is. He's a huge man.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely. I'm only 6'4", which isn't the super giant side of the thing, but I feel at some point I will need that knee replacement.
Yeah, my pap and uncle have had knee surgery, and that does not look fun. I cannot imagine having all these things back to back. Like, that would just be hell.
Yeah.
Plus, everyone's bodies are built different.
Exactly.
So it doesn't really matter what your age is.
Yeah.
You can start shutting down.
Yeah. Whenever. And, like, honestly, like, if Santa Monica tried to do anything, like, there's no game without this man. Like, at all. Like, I don't know what kind of thing you're going to try to do with Kratos, but, like, yeah, bro, take as much time as you need.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like,
but what was nice after all these tweets that he put out, he wrote, last thing, Cory Barlog told me at Tribeca, which is like a conference, that he wouldn't be directing the sequel. And Christopher Judge quit on the spot. And he said, and Cory Barlog went back and said, do you trust me? And then Christopher Judge says, yes, I trusted you. And then it turns out in an update, Eric Williams, who's directing the game, is a mother effing beast. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't know what the specifics of that conversation looked like, but that shows a lot of like respect for Cory from Christopher Judge, but even more so that like through his vouching, he stayed on, but even more so for Cory to vouch for Eric Williams. So I'm very excited to see how this goes and what's going to happen with this.
Yeah. There's a lot of effort obviously going into this game. Cory Barlog is still working on it, just not the lead guy, because he is the only guy to have directed 2 games in the God of War. So every God of War's had a different director, which is cool because it just helps prevent burnout. Which if you've seen pictures of
what
Cory,
other one did he do? He did Ascension.
I think it was Ascension or 3.
Okay.
But if you've seen videos and pictures of Cory towards the end of the game before it came out and then after it came out, dude, he just looked like he was just working overtime forever.
Oh, I bet it's so difficult.
Even if there wasn't crunch or anything, he's still crunching because this is his baby, along with the hundreds of other people that work there.
Well, it's just he's the one to talk to.
Yeah,
like if anybody needs anything, it's someone's calling him, someone's talking to him. Exactly. Not even like for the game. Who does IGN want to talk to? Well, they want to talk to Cory Barlog.
You remember when we watched the PlayStation event, the Summer Games Cast, and they interviewed Cory Barlog and Eric Williams. Yeah. There was a meme after that. It was a screenshot of the interviewer and those two from Santa Monica on screen, and it said the caption of a Cory said how you look when you're not working on the game, and then it's over Eric. It says how you look like when you're working on the game, because Eric looked tired as hell like on the interview as well. Yeah. So yeah, hope he's staying up, but I'm sure they're all passing him cups of coffee and kind words constantly to help keep the spirits high.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's always I'm really happy this came out of Christopher Judge, because we kind of have a reason, because in their statement earlier, whenever they said the game being delayed, they talked about the health and well-being of their employees, but I think that just comes with a genuine assumption without knowing any context behind the scenes. You're like, okay, COVID.
The game's just that and probably just the game's behind for X, Y, and Z reasons.
But like health reasons, like they don't want crunch and COVID.
Yeah.
So everyone's working from home, but yeah.
Right.
But it's cool to know that.
Yeah, that, and it's so respectful that they didn't like say that immediately, because I feel like even in the beginning, if that came out, I think the majority of people would fall on the side of like, oh, absolutely, completely understand. But of course, you always have that other side of the gaming industry that loses their mind, and God forbid the someone gets a medical procedure that they need. So yeah, very respectable of them to keep that quiet, and very admirable of Christopher Judge to come out and say, hey, this is my fault, and it's been nothing but love and respect. So yeah.
And to get off that little subject, still some more PlayStation news. IGN tweeted this picture with a caption. There wasn't really an article tied to it, but when Battlefield 2042 releases, it will reportedly not require PlayStation Plus. However, it will require Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah.
Which is really weird.
Yeah, that's really
especially because Microsoft has like has the Battlefield franchise under like their marketing side of things. So, you see Battlefield 24, you see the Xbox splash page at the end.
It could have just been like an oversight.
That's a weird oversight.
Well, like maybe it was just something Battlefield like sent out, and like maybe like Sony checked the box, and like maybe whoever did like missed it. You know, it could be something like that. But like this is like really weird. Yeah. Why would they do this?
I'm expecting that to change because I know. Oh, I think it was this year, like earlier this year, you still couldn't play like free to play games like Fortnite without Xbox Live Gold. That like just that recently changed.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
That changed whenever Xbox tried hiking the price to $100 a year for Gold.
Oh
that down. Yeah, that happened with that. But on PlayStation you could. So I don't really know like what's going on. Maybe it's the multiplayer could end up being free to play down the line, maybe, and that just might have been an oversight as well, because But I don't know. But interesting, weird news that I think we should expect that to change in the near future if it hasn't already. Because this was tweeted on the 28th of September, so it's been about a week.
I'd imagine so. Yeah. But I'm probably not gonna play Battlefield regardless.
True.
Not my cup of tea.
And second to last piece of news, Zach, one of your favorite games this year, if not your favorite game of this year, or Hades.
I love Deathloop, so like I actually went through and so you're not playing the game? You're not gonna finish it? No. Okay. So spoilers for the ending if you guys haven't played it. So fast forward, like I can't imagine more than 2 minutes. But yeah, dude, and the thing I was telling you about like last week or 2 weeks ago, like the end thing, I wanted to see if I can do it. In the end, when you meet Juliana, she like gives you like these pistols, and like you like both like kind of hold them out to each other. And like she like keeps talking to you, and I'm just like,
You shot her.
I wonder if like I could just like pull the trigger now. And I did it, and dude, like she like just started what I assume would be a monologue, and that's it, game over.
Oh my god.
And then the end, when you break the loop, it's just like you kind of like wake up, and like she like kicks a beer bottle or like a bottle, and like holds a gun to you, and like she's like crying, and then she just like kind of like walks away. And that was it. That was all. That was all it was. I was like, well, what happens now? I was like, what? I don't understand. Like I didn't get the reason why Colt wanted to break the loop or anything like that. Juliana's his daughter, by the way. But like I actually ended up liking.
It's weird that he kept saying, "Oh, we fucked, didn't we?"
Yeah. It's even weird, but like what's weird is I like the ending where you don't kill her, because like I had to beat the game for a trophy again, but I did also just want to see what the other side of it was. And it's like when you don't do it, there's like this really nice like end dialogue of like him and her talking and like just like doing stuff, like hanging out. She's like, oh, you want to get a drink later? I might try to kill Alexis again, but yeah, I'll see if I have time after. Them just like this really cool relationship. I'm like, I like this ending almost a lot more than the whole goal of the game. So anyway, if there's other endings, I don't know if there are. Maybe there's something I missed in the game. No clue. I don't even know why Colt went back to the thing. So like maybe there's something I missed, but like I feel like I have seen a lot. Like I feel like I did the majority of stuff that's in the game. So I don't know.
You have the shiny platinum.
I do. Yep.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Anyway, Microsoft and Deathloop.
Yes. So the star of Deathloop game, who voiced Colt Vaughn, he couldn't get a PS5 just like everyone else. So Microsoft sent him one, so he could play the game.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Idiots. Giving us an extra sale. No, that's awesome though.
I would love to see the look on the guy's face getting that email from Microsoft saying, "Hey, can we get a PS5?" Just being like, "What?" Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well,
it's like, yeah, sure. What are you gonna do with it?
No, that's really cool. I mean, I feel like either company would have sent him one, but Microsoft is the one you would expect to send them one.
Yeah.
Because they
have the relationship with.
Well, they have the relationship, but they're also like really good with social media and the community. Because he posted the video on Twitter, and Phil Spencer and all of Xbox is so quick to respond to like anything. Yeah. And their marketing team on social media is phenomenal, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and plus also it's an Xbox company now too, so like it's just a weird thing. But yeah, awesome to hear Now he can play the game and hopefully complain to Arcane Studios that the sensitivity is way too low. Maybe we'll get a patch for that soon to make it playable.
If Kena got a patch, Deathloop needs a patch.
Dude, Kena got the patch in like 2 days. They're like,
yeah,
hey,
dude, it was
too
crazy.
slow. All right, cool. We'll triple it.
Yeah,
and then
that's.
And I didn't even play it at max. I played it like 1.5.
Oh, I needed to. I had
it at max.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh yeah. Well, because there were so many times where like if I was in a fight like with a bunch of enemies around me, I felt like I was so slow to like hit one enemy, but like turn to like see what's going on behind me, or like if I want to jump in another direction, or like I found that I would always like have to roll away and adjust my camera and then re-engage a fight. Whereas like in a lot of other games, it's just like, you know, just move the stick and you're there. I mean, I play almost on max sensitivity on The Witcher.
I don't even remember what I play as on The Witcher, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think it was just because I went from the slow sensitivity, so I didn't want to go all the way to max, and I was doing just fine. I think I was at like 1.5 or like 2-ish.
Yeah, I think it always depends on the game too. Like Demon Souls, like Bloodborne, I'm always gonna want like a higher sensitivity just because I'm gonna want to like turn quicker. So
yeah.
And
last bit of news, excuse me, for today. Sony is introducing game trials, so you can try PS5 games for a limited time. This is exclusive to PlayStation 5 players, and I believe in Europe is where they're currently testing it right now. It's weird because I'm pretty sure they did this on the PS3, so I don't know if this is like a new
demos
feature.
And stuff. Yeah. I think it's more up to the developer on the PS3.
Yeah,
but
no, I mean definitely, but. Yeah. I don't know if they're doing this with every game or if this is just going to be PlayStation exclusive library, but currently they're testing it out with Death Stranding Director's Cut and Sackboy: A Big Adventure. And apparently it's like, I think up to like 5 hours. Yeah.
For Sackboy, yeah.
Sackboy and then Death Stranding 6 hours of playtime.
Which is like a lot of time.
Well, here's the thing, which is really weird with this, is the timer starts when you begin to download the game.
Oh, it's like a clock, not like...
Yeah, it's not like you've reached this point, click out. So that is really dumb, in my opinion.
Yeah.
For the download, because there's a difference between 6 hours for me on Death Stranding and 6 hours for you on Death Stranding.
Yeah, unless like their original intention was to like only give like maybe 2 to 3 hours, but they figure, all right, for the absolute worst Wi-Fi, but...
Well, then why?
No, because I've had downloads that take a day. But granted, I don't think Sackboy or Death Stranding is gonna be that.
Well,
you know
Death
what
Stranding
I mean?
Director's Cut, I'm sure, is at least 50 gigs.
Well, right, but I don't. I think that should be done at least max an hour for me.
Yeah, but
and
that's
I have
for
horrible
you.
Wi-Fi.
Like,
yeah.
imagine someone's like, "Oh, I don't know," like who doesn't know this? They're like, "All right, I'm gonna start the download, go to bed, 8 hours, healthy sleep," and then they wake up and they're like, "Oh, my time's out."
Oh, I guess it's a consecutive clock. That sucks.
Yeah.
I wish it was a game clock.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know why it's not.
Yeah.
You're not going to be Death Stranding your first run through in a walking sim in 6 hours.
You're not,
Especially
dude,
with apparently the long ass movie.
6 hours, I would barely like you got like you probably are like getting ready to play the game after 6 hours.
Yeah. So that's a really weird thing.
You just finished the tutorial.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that. I'm hoping that changes. But what's interesting, or I mean, what should be expected, is that your progress, save data, and trophies all carry over into the full game if you do buy either title after the game trial expires. Hoping that, like I said, that timer is just really weird. Start it when you click on the game. Even if you want it to only be 7 hours consistently, like even closing game, fine. Just do it when the download's done and you click start on it.
Yeah, because then you can like set aside the time and figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, hey, I want to do this weekend. My Wi-Fi sucks, so it's gonna take 2 days.
I feel like they should. I almost feel like it shouldn't be that. I feel like it should just be like a certain point in the game, like a certain up to like a checkpoint or save point. Because then I think what that does is that lets the developer show what they want to be shown and like cut it off at where they think will grab the player. So that way, like,
true. But like, say they do this with Call of Duty. Are they going to kick you off after like 10 multiplayer matches, or are they just going to let you play with the boys for like, a few hours?
Well, I think it's going to start with just like exclusives before they do anything.
Future, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or only make you play campaign, where a majority of people who buy COD don't care about campaign.
That's fair. But like for like Sackboy, I can see like kids like, be like, oh, Sackboy, click on it, download it, play it, and like really like it. I could see them just, because I know how I played games when I was a kid. I could see them just playing and playing and playing the same level, and like
they probably also
just
don't want that, because then some kids might just think they get their money's worth out of it, for like families who.
I guess there's some kids who don't know. Yeah. I guess maybe at that point, just like make sure it's very well known. Like, hey, trial. This is like a big trial. So that way, maybe the kid's like, hey, mom, this is a really cool game. I want the full thing. So
yeah.
I don't know. This is a really cool idea. It's an interesting way of going about it.
Yeah, in typical Sony fashion, it's never really that straightforward with things. But
right.
What are you gonna do? I'm just waiting to see how that pull-in video service does, to see if we get it on PS Plus one day.
Yeah, dude.
It'd be awesome. I want to watch Baby Driver. I don't want to pay for it.
Baby Driver? Have you seen Baby Driver?
I've seen it. I love it. I watched it twice.
I'm not a part of the cult, man.
Yeah, dude. It's a fun cult to be a part of.
Like, it's good. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
A great cast.
Yeah.
A phenomenal cast, but yeah.
But, Zach, that is all the news we have for today. We don't have any questions either.
No.
No one asked us anything. On AskPSPonies@gmail.com, you can ask us questions that we will answer once a week, every week, towards the end of the podcast. You can send us your reviews, criticisms, ideas, or just general questions for us. We will answer them, and we will answer them with a smile every time, even if they have a whole lot of F-bombs and screw yous. That is AskPSPonies@gmail.com, AskPSPonies@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, which is our social media platform of choice, because Instagram and Facebook went down today, and let's be honest, we're not influencers or boomers, so we use Twitter, and that is @PSPonies. I might have started doing the email again. @PSPONIES on Twitter. Follow us on there, and Zach, kick us out.
Oh, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to us talk about video games for another week. We record every Monday, post on Tuesdays, which when you're listening to this, and of course we have the video version on Wednesdays. We are actually going to be looking into actually giving video soon, so keep an eye out for that. We will be sure to keep you updated on that. But other than that, everybody, have a great day, and we will catch you next week.
Bye.